All right, guys, welcome back for a finals edition of Nighttime. Joining us tonight, we have a beautiful and finals contender.
Expert.
More expert. Well, this is true. They're a beautiful, crazy lady.
Hello.
How are you?
Great.
Well, it's true. And we have,
Sideline eye.
well, I was going to say the bottom end of the spectrum. Dragons, man, Corey.
Good evening, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, good, mate. But all jokes aside, like we give you shit for, but it takes all these teams to be in the competition to make the competition great. So no matter where you finish on the ladder, everyone's needed to make the competition great, except for the Eels. And speaking of the Eels, joining us in the nighttime bar with some kind of monstrosity on his chest, bar boy Berkey.
How are you? How was everyone on the panel?
Maybe, is that like a Barley edition shirt or something, is it? Or?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
My wife went to great lengths to buy this.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Thanks, Darlie.
Lovely.
I sleep in it. I don't take it off. You want some questions?
Yeah, mate, what's the questions of the week in the bar, mate?
The first one is from Jesse Dodds. Do you think the whole ticketing system is painful? For example, the way long-term members had to get lucky of the draw with their semis tickets.
I'm going to let you answer this one.
Oh, I'm not going to lie. I had anxiety the night before because the grand final came to mind. Like, I had the best tickets for the grand final. They were on the halfway mark. And then just as I went to pay for them, it timed out and I lost those tickets and I was heartbroken. And, yeah, I chucked a tantrum. Lucky I work alone. But I had anxiety thinking that this was going to happen again. I managed to get tickets, but not where we usually sit. So,
but yeah, no, I agree. I think I don't want to hear excuses. Oh, it's the NRL running it, not the Knights, because there's technology. The way it could be done. If you're a member, you should be our first allocation to your seats. I believe that for example, for ours in our bay, we should have, if we want to bang straight up. I just don't agree. I don't think you should be able to resell your tickets. You should be able to sell them back to eBay. Oh, sorry, Ticketmaster, and get a refund. But that's the only way you should be allowed to do it, because there's a lot of poor people out there that can't afford a lot, and there's some people out there that go, "Oh, I've got tickets, but you're going to have to pay $300."
there was someone on there today trying to sell 2 for $600. They're $65 tickets.
Well, some arse clown there the other week was trying to sell tickets in our same bay for $380 for 2.
For a normal game.
I said, well, mate, I sit 6 rows in front of you. I must be sitting on a fortune. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's terrible. I mean, I'm forever grateful for the effort that Kylie went to get us to the game. And, all I can say is if we end up meeting Penrith in the next 2 weeks and we don't get good tickets, somebody will better watch out, because that'll be the game of it will be, like, for us, like, just the build up to it for the whole week, and even during the game, it would be a massive game for us. So it needs restructuring.
What's your thoughts, Corey?
Same. Really does. Restructuring the whole lot. Yep.
Or just give them to me and I'll allocate them each year.
Yeah, well, you're going to run the NRL, buddy. So.
Good ones for us.
Well, I think the members should have been given
100%.
Option.
I know people go, but I can't afford to be a member. Okay, I get that. I understand that. But we're not, millionaires, but we make sure it is. But
They have payment plans.
But the point is too, the people that have been, they should be rewarded for their loyalty.
How long have you been in them seats that you
4 years?
normally have?
those seats, I think 3 years, but prior to that, we were a bit further over from the tunnel.
But as soon as they come available, we'll like that, you know.
Yeah. To me, if you're there for 12 months paying for them tickets, or you've been there for 3 or 4 years, yeah.
But you guys,
First preference.
that's right. You guys being members should get that.
I couldn't, to be honest, like, I know I've been spoilt by the lovely wife getting me them every year, but I couldn't imagine sitting anywhere else, to be honest. We did there once and I was cranky.
It suited your mum, though.
It suited Mum, but it just wasn't,
You like to be in the action, like really close to the action.
And, if there's a certain player going up the tunnel, I'd like to give him a bit of stick.
Yeah, no, sorry, I thought you were talking about Gamble. You don't give him stick.
Leave it alone, Jesus. Pick on me, not more, speaking of Campbell, but no. Moving on, mate.
Question number 2 comes from Jay. What do you all think of Casey Badger's refereeing?
I know there's a bit of criticism on a few things, but it's the first game. I think she's great. Video ref, Bunker, never seems to get it wrong, and I said it to her the other day.
Nice woman.
Yeah. Give her a go. I mean, she had one. Why it's not? There's a lot of men out there that are reffing, they're getting it wrong. So what's the difference?
Geez, there's some men who are threatened by it, though. There's some online that go, what's a woman referee doing out there? She should be in the kitchen, rah. It's like, seriously? This is 2023.
Sorry, and I'm going to say it, and I don't care, but that's bullshit. I don't like that bullshit sexist shit.
Yeah.
Well, if she's in the kitchen, you get out and mow the bloody lawn. That's just...
Or get in the kitchen and help her.
That's right, yeah. Get in the
But you know what I mean? Like, that shit just is... Maybe they're threatened because they know they do a better job than her.
Yeah.
Maybe
100%.
They think they've been cool.
I quite rate her. I think she's, got some balls to get out there and have a crack. So.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Well, she doesn't.
No,
Is she reffing anything?
So was that other lady that was, I can't remember her name too.
Belinda Sharp.
Belinda Sharp, yeah. Kudos to them for,
Hey, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
We're trying about equal, and
rights
who's to say, okay, men can referee the women's game too.
Oh, look, there's a lady named Ashley Klein that's reffing the Knights and Raiders game.
Do you reckon he looks a little bit like, remember years ago, was it the Flintstones? The Flintstones boss?
Oh.
It does, doesn't it?
Look, I'm trying
I'm not that old.
Not that young.
to picture a bit of...
In the quarry where he pulls
Pulls a bird's tail.
Hey, see, told you. You knew.
I only seen it once.
That's all you need to know.
Question 3 is our surprise ring-in guy, Ricky Stewart.
Really?
Yeah.
Ricky Stewart.
Yeah.
Bet he was angry.
I don't know if it's a couple of Ricky Stewarts around or not, but I sort of don't get the question, but it's got Broncos or Storm, question mark, Panthers or Warriors, question mark, Sharkers, Roosters, question mark, Knights and Raiders, question mark. I think he wants to know what you think if they're going to win, or should have they been there, or the Raiders should have been up higher, or I'll leave it to yous. I
think he's asking who we're going to tip. But if we don't tip the Raiders, are we going to get yelled at?
Probably.
Or told to F off?
Well, there's no way I'm going to tip against my beloved Knights.
No, I've got a good feeling about that.
I got a feeling.
That Sunday's going to be a good night.
Melbourne
Stick to the
for me.
podcast.
Yeah. It's Melbourne for me, Broncos for you two.
What to win? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm going Broncos.
Yeah.
So I'm the odd one out. Panthers for me, of course.
Oh, it's going
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah.
Panthers.
Yeah,
I'd like to
no
see a
brainer.
good
I know
game,
when
mate.
my bread's buttered.
I'd like to
Fair.
see a good game. Fair, but
Yep.
I'd like to see the Warriors, if they go down,
Fighting.
yeah,
Hard.
yeah, by a point or something.
No, I want to
Oh,
see
No
man.
more.
disrespect to Kylie.
No disrespect. I want to see more injured, and I want to be able to play for the following week.
I really like the Warriors.
So do I. This
Just
is
not-
Let it go to Golden Point so they can.
build
Wear
each
themselves
other.
out.
Yeah.
See,
No.
Okay, look. I've got to be realistic here. I hope to definitely make the grand final. But if we don't, I'll be pretty happy if we make the grand final qualifier against Penrith and just give it a good crack. I mean, that'll be... You can't walk off that field with your head below. You know, you'd be disappointed, but all them blokes on that park... I mean, if they walk out this weekend and get beaten, they can still walk off that park with their heads held high because, 3 months ago, what a tip for the spoon.
Yep.
As long as if the Knights play Penrith, it'll be the same result as the last game that Penrith played the Knights.
Oh, no, it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. And we'll put a wager on this one.
Will we?
Yes.
You going to wear another dress?
I'll bloody do it.
I've heard that they've rang Brad Arthur up for a few pointers on how to beat Penrith.
Right
Shut
after.
up, Gary. You just enjoy Barley. We were missing players. He decided to rest players, all right?
Okay, we'll run with that.
Let's talk about the grand final last year. I like that one better.
Then we've got the Sharks and the Roosters.
I think Sharks for me.
Yeah, I don't know. This one's going to be a toss of the coin, but I just
Yeah.
think the Sharks are coming... Might just, come good. The Roosters are just not... There's just something not right there, to me. And they're without Hargraves as well. Yeah, I reckon the Sharks by 2.
Pugsley?
I'm going to go the Roosters. Just as I said, just a little bit of experience.
Not the first time you've backed a cock.
Well, I'm going to go with the Roosters as well.
2 Roosters, 2 Sharks.
Then we've got the Knights and the Raiders.
Knights.
Go Raiders! Is that right, Shano?
His poor bugger over there is a Knights and Raiders fan. He's stuck on the fence, poor bugger.
Yeah.
His heart says bloody the Raiders, but his head probably says the Knights. So
Don't you say anything, but I was like that last week too.
on the fence.
On the fence.
Yeah, Knights for me.
Yeah, Knights.
I think they'll just take it to them with it.
Yeah.
If they keep doing what they've been doing.
Will it be gamble time like it was last week?
I
a
think
shame
someone
that
else
wasn't a
might
draw.
stand up. Gamble will be up there, but I think I've just got a feeling someone else is just going to get 2 feet up that ladder a bit more, you know what I mean?
Bradman best.
Yeah.
I reckon Jackson Hastings might be I mean, he's played solid, but I reckon he might play out of his skin.
Yeah, hopefully. I just got a little bit of a concern that him and Ponga might be a little bit, I wouldn't say scratchy, but maybe a little bit hesitant at the start with their injuries.
They'll target them.
Oh, they'll target Ponga something severe.
Yeah.
Rapiner and, Co, they'll be on Ponga something severe. But, yeah, I mean, that's good if they want to target them because then it leaves room for
Everyone
everyone
else.
else. So.
Dane Jagai might be a smoky to have a cracker too. 'Cause
Leo Thompson. There you go. The best.
Won't be long to wait to find out.
Yeah. Leo
Question-
Thompson, bro.
Question 4. Which bottom of the ladder side do you see big improvements for in 2024?
Tigers.
Bulldogs.
Dolphins.
Yes.
Parramatta.
Bulldogs.
You wanna-
No, they said up. Oh, sorry. No, you're actually right. I have to agree with the crazy lady, actually. I think the Bulldogs will be a surprise package next year with Crichton and, well, we're not confirmed, but Kurt, man, going there. I like the look of the Bulldogs for next year.
I think they'll get it together, gel a bit more, and
Well, they might get rid of some of the
Deadwood.
I'll say it, pussies that are there that are whinging because they've got to train.
Exactly.
So, yeah, might be time for a clean-up.
I think Corey might be onto something too, though. The Dolphins aren't going to play this bad next
No.
year.
No, they've got
100%.
Herbie Farmworth, Thomas Flegler. They've got a
Beep,
few. They've got a few nice experienced players from the Bronx coming over. I just think they'll improve from what they've already done this year.
Thomas Flegler?
Yeah,
You going? Yeah.
It's going to be a good.
Oh,
side.
they'll be good. They'll be a lot better next year, 100%. But hopefully, just not too good.
Obviously, my side, I don't think will be in the top 8 next year.
Oh, they won't be as bad as they were. Yeah, I reckon the Rabbits might decrease next year.
with
My
any luck.
problem. I think they'll go down. And I know they're getting Spencer, but I don't know, maybe it's time for the Roosters to go down for a bit.
They won't because they'll have Dom Young as well. He's a big try scorer.
And his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe take that one back. maybe just the Rabbits and the Eels.
Pick on me, Eels. Question 5 is from Mick Ross. For the ones whose team didn't make it into the finals, whose bandwagon are you jumping on to go all the way?
Well, this is an easy no-brainer for me. Knights all the way.
You can't ask me this year.
I'm not asking you. I'm
Yes.
just looking at you as if to say, don't ask me either. It's you.
You're not used to this with me, are you? Hey, it's pretty good.
You're not used to feeling this way, are you?
I'm always a winner. Yes.
I just hope they all play good next year.
Nah, come on.
This year? We're talking about this year. The Warriors.
I'd like to say the Knights, but I think they'll win this week. But next week,
Not sure.
yeah.
If it's the Warriors over there, they'll be hard to beat.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Mm.
But in saying that, they're not
That'll be a good
unbeatable.
game.
There's a
No,
few
no,
teams
yeah,
this year in the last
100%.
few weeks that have
I know
no
one team
team.
that got beat a couple of times.
you just got to go over there with that mentality of we can do it. And
Yeah.
the Knights have got to just look at the last, 9 weeks. We can do it.
It's a bounce of the ball, isn't it?
That's right. And we've had key players out in position. Some players have just gone next man up, and that mentality, and they've took it. And this could be the return. It could be. How the Eels had a dynasty for a while, and then it was Panthers.
Well, Panthers 3-peats this year.
Yeah, or maybe in the.
Parramatta's the last one. Parramatta's the last one to do it, so we've got to break that record.
Yeah,
Just give it to us.
I'll give it to you, all right. But the thing is, maybe it might be Panthers this year, and then the Knights are building to the next few years to be this dominant club.
I will be excited if Knights do it next year, but
I will
we
give you
just need
credit.
it this year.
I'll give you credit. For someone that supports the Panthers, I've never seen such a vocal supporter for the Knights that is actually more of a fan of another team. But to Kylie's credit, she yells as loud as anyone at the game for the Knights. So,
Yeah, my language is not that great.
And
well,
I've got to throw
You
myself
want
in
to
that.
hand on a few words?
I got to throw myself in that bad too. Every time I come and watch the games with you guys, I really like the way the Knights play, and they've always been my second team. So why not get behind them?
oh, yeah, 100%. You bat for both teams, that's for sure. Anyway, no. You're a good sport too. So, then show some good support to the
Takes
Knights.
it like a man.
Oh!
Hey, you chose to take that a dirty way. I didn't say it in a
I
dirty
didn't say
way.
a word.
You liar.
Next, guys.
That's it.
That's all we got. But on saying that, I've been Parramatta ever since I can remember, and I'm here nearly every week
You are.
You are.
for the Knights.
You are. 100%. Yeah, I must say, Gaz is part of the furniture. I'll give you a rap to you,
He's
mate.
embedded in it.
For someone that was only coming to have a little bit of a look and
And stayed.
stayed.
Turned out to be an asset.
100% asset, and mate, we wouldn't have it any other way. So
Thank you.
the show wouldn't be the same without you. So
Stop talking, he won't be able to get out.
You got the tissues ready?
I'm kidding. I'm
No, credit where credit's due, and
Yeah, no. We always talk about you. Your ears burning?
Nope.
Well, Portia does anyway.
There's nothing between it. So
Anyway, guys, that's the word of the bar for this week.
that's the word of the bar. Keep them coming in because there's not much left to go of the year. We'll keep reading them out for you.
And how's the little dragon going? Nice and cold?
I haven't got one yet. No one's offered me one.
Rude.
You better get going to the
You got
fridge.
the best seat in the house.
I have
What
now.
about all the ones that are lined up over there?
Yeah, alcoholic.
I'll just look after them over here.
Anyway, guys, we might take a few words from our sponsor.
Major show sponsor, the Burden Automotive Group in Maitland and Port Stephens, comprising of Maitland Toyota, Port Stephens Toyota, Hunter GWM, Cardiff GWM, Port Stephens GWM, and also Hunter 4x4 accessories in Maitland and, yes, in Cardiff. The Burden Automotive Group have been proudly supporting the community for 60 years. They've been supporting this show. Please go support the sponsors that support us.
All right, guys, it's that time of night again. Time we go all the way up there to sunny Townsville. Talk to Elliot. Hey, champion, how are you, buddy?
Yeah, really well. We're excited. A little bit nervous, but I can't wait for Sunday, Harvey.
Oh, mate, I'm hearing you. 30,000 Novocastrians in that stadium. It's officially sold out, I hear. Oh, mate, the atmosphere is going to be electric.
Yeah, it is, and we sweat on the fitness. Obviously, in particular, Jackson Hastings and Caelan Ponga. They've both been named, as you guys know. Adam Clune and Lockie Miller listed in the reserves. So if anything goes wrong at the last minute, it's funny. It depends which Knights player you spoke to last week. Someone was saying that KP was probably no chance and Jacko was half a chance, and others are saying, oh, yeah, they're both sweet. I would expect, unless something goes terribly wrong, that they're both going to line up come Sunday, Harvey.
Well, I'll tell you what. We want them back 100%. But if they didn't, the way Lockie Miller and Adam Clune's playing, you wouldn't be disappointed. They're going to come through and do a tremendous job.
Well, it's definitely Adam Clune's filled the shoes very well, and then obviously Lockie Miller last week did a great job.
100%. But, mate, a good performance last week, I feel. A couple of younger guys got a run, which was good to see, but I know I'm going to get probably some eyeballs look at me here, but really the orchestrator of it was Gamble, I feel.
No, and you know what? I'll give you your fair play today. Yeah, the Tyson was outstanding, and I'm by no means a knocker of Tyson whatsoever. I just don't have the same man crush you do. But he's put together 2 months of really good footy, and I reckon he'd be the first to say in the past he's had probably 2 good games in him, and then one bludger, and then he could put a good game and another bludger. But the consistency he's found, and a lot of different blokes as well, has been great. He was one of the best on the field. I'm really hopeful, and I haven't had confirmation, but I'm really hopeful the club can offer a minimum deal to New Brown to keep him around. I really like Parmanu Brown. For those that don't know, he had career-threatening injuries at the Sharks, managed to get through that. Was at the Bulldogs, has represented Samoa, and from all reports, lovely bloke, great team man. He played 9 on the weekend, but he can also play 13. So with Kurt Mann leaving, we got a few options, but I'd love to keep him around.
Mate, to be honest, I didn't know too much about him really till the last couple of weeks, but last week he was outstanding.
Yeah, he was, and he didn't overplay his hand playing 9. He brought his forwards onto the ball, just little things. I've never played the hooking position, but speaking to a couple of people that have, I spoke to the great Ray Thompson, former Cowboy up here, and he's got big raps on him too. So I think we've only got 2 roster spots left, and they'll probably leave one open. But I'd love to see New continue with us. If he doesn't, he's certainly going to get picked up elsewhere.
Well, the rumour has it last week that when Lockie Miller was going, that a spot was going to be open for Brodie Jones, but I haven't heard anything yet from that. So interesting.
Yeah, nothing confirmed, but I've heard the saying that the club are saying that they're working on keeping him, and are hopeful. So I'd be surprised to see Brodie leave now. I know we spoke probably not even a month ago saying he was out the door. So hopefully he can stick around because, again, nice kid, hard worker and good depth.
I'll tell you what, mate, I speak to Broads on a regular basis. You won't get a nicer bloke. Not just talk footy, just general chat as friends. And I'll tell you what, he bleeds red and blue, that bloke. And, I know personally he wants to stay. So that's the type of bloke I feel you want at your club too. Someone that really wants to be there and play for that logo on your heart there as well, and come through all the grades, the younger grades. So, I'd love to keep Broads around.
Yeah, and you speak of, kids that have come through junior systems. It was very cool to see Riley Jones get his chance. I know we saw Oren Keeley debut last year, but watching him play another game, my heart was in my mouth that first moment he had in the game where I don't know what he was looking at. But Tyson's tried to offload to him, and Oren's running a 100-metre sprint for getting his playing footy, but had some nice touches after that. I thought he was pretty handy in defence as well. So, yeah, certainly some juniors to get excited about.
You reckon he'll live that down?
No. I reckon the boys absolutely fed him in the sheds too.
Yeah, good on him. I tell you what, but that was only inches in Gamble's disallowed try, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a fair decision. It was rightly offside, but it was a special bit of footy. Watching it live, I thought, I don't know. But in terms of the footy that led to it, it was. And again, I went to that game half expecting Newcastle to lose. Just Dragons at pretty much full strength. I think we rested 8 of our starters with a couple other injuries there too. the fact that they aimed up the way they did, and Dylan Lucas, geez, what a turnaround and transition for him to be a winger to a back rower that could earn a starting spot next year competing with Kai Pearce-Paul. I've really enjoyed watching him the last couple of weeks.
Mate, I couldn't agree with you more, but I just got to ask something. What are you laughing at me for?
I've got to agree with Elliot. I actually tipped the Dragons thinking that
You see?
I was sitting there and she's looking at me laughing. I'm like, what have I done wrong here?
Was that reverse psychology, Kylie, was it?
every time I've tipped against the Knights, they've won. So
But I did say that too. I said, if we go down there, the Dragons are liable to pull our pants down. Nothing to lose, and but yeah, I was excited when Gamble went across. I think Kylie told me to shut up if I say Gamble's name once more.
no, we had Braden was sitting on the lounge and he was looking at you because you're going Tyson.
I was riding it home like a Melbourne Cup winner, trying to get him.
I actually might have been Gamble.
It was Gamble, but no, it's good. It's good to see everyone getting into the footy, and there's a lot of bullshit in the world these days, and interest rates and people struggling. So it's good that they, especially the Knights, can bring some happiness into some people's lives, and that's awesome.
You know who's not struggling? Sorry,
Who's that?
You know who's not struggling? Kalen Ponga and Nathan Cleary.
Oh yeah.
With their income, their salary.
With their incomes and their rumoured relationships, well, Cohen's confirmed. Apparently, Nathan Cleary's dating Mary Fowler from the Matildas, so on and off the field, they're going okay.
Yeah, true.
Okay, Nathan Cleary marries Mary Fowler, however you're saying it. Imagine their income combined.
Well, I can tell you what, hers poo-poo's all over Nathan. She's on huge money at Man City, so
wow.
she can prop him up.
Wow.
But you're right. You're right about what footy does for people in general, but communities. And you guys know better than me, being based down there, that the mood of Newcastle changes when the team wins. It's what the best finish since 2006, and just doing a bit of a deeper dive today. I was already hopeful going into the finals, but out of all the teams that remain, so 8 sides remaining, Knights have the best win record in terms of first week of finals there. So I think it's something like 81% we win in the first week. I think plenty of reason to be hopeful against Canberra as well. And this is one that hurt a little bit. I did read if our goal kicking, they did a stat that if every team kicked all their conversions this year, we would have finished third. So that's one thing I reckon we can look at getting better at.
Okay, hang on. We had a little bit of a discussion this on the other night too. Hey, Gamble kicked his first ever goal, and I'll tell you what.
Don't do this, Dean.
No.
It was from in front, though.
That doesn't matter. It was a good one.
I reckon he's about 6 string.
Yeah, but that
True.
6 string is a pretty handy backup for a 6th person.
True. Well, you've got your little Tyson Gamble sign. Maybe you update it with him kicking goals or something similar.
Hey, hang on.
Yep.
You just hold this beer. You watch the cameras this weekend, right? When they run out.
Yeah.
You watch when they run out. We've changed positions, unfortunately, this week, and we're across in the Andrew John stand.
Yep.
You wait till you see what's in the crowd when they run out.
Okay, I look forward to that.
Yeah. I've gone one bigger, shall we say.
He has to stay soon. He's going to go to the police about you. You won't be allowed within 50 metres of him.
I said the same thing about Sione.
And look at Sione, he's gone.
Yeah, he took off.
Well, he just re-signed at St Helens, so he obviously knew that you were still around and decided to stay over there.
No, hang on. Sione actually sent us a message the other week, remember? Said he misses seeing my head around the game, so...
Because it stands out.
Yeah, well...
You can't miss it when you're coming down the tunnel.
Okay.
Zip it. Next year I'll get a couple of different signs for a few other different players too. Then
I'm lucky I can't have any more kids.
why?
If we had a boy, you'd name it Tyson.
No, I wanted to call the girl. Man, what was it? If we had another girl,
Just get another pet.
Sione.
Nah, I don't want anything else you got to feed.
Anyway, it's good, mate. The banner it brings and the happiness around the town is, is phenomenal. To be honest, like I will go as far as it's got that '97 feel about it. I'm hopeful that we go all the way, obviously, but yeah, I'm proud of the boys, no matter how far they get for the season they've turned around, and
Yeah.
but it will be good to see, if we could take it out for the likes of excuse me, Lockie Fitz, Lockie Miller, Kurt Mann, and all those kind of leaving. It'd be the icing on the cake.
I'm a sore winner. A sore loser. Sorry.
Aren't you? What? I tell you, seriously,
Yeah.
I can't even look at her if the Panthers lose.
When we lost against Parramatta 2 weeks ago, I was so cranky. Someone didn't get lucky that night.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you guys have hardly lost a game in 3 years. I mean, and losing 113 plus as well, and against Parramatta, we know what that rivalry is like. So, I expect Penrith to win this weekend. I expect us to be playing the Warriors if we can get rid of the Raiders. But the Raiders will turn up too. This is not a Raiders team that'll get pants. They've gone deep in the finals before. I know they've been struggling, but there's enough experience heads there. And say what you will about Ricky Stewart, he will get his players up for a big game, and it'll be closer than a lot of people think.
They've got nothing to lose.
But I think Corey Horsburgh and Papali'i are a big loss.
And Sebastian Chris has been ruled out for 5 weeks.
Him too, yeah.
So I hate to say it, but he probably there was no other scenario really.
No.
But yeah,
No, and Seb, actually, I know Seb quite well. He's a lovely fella, and there was no malice in the tackle, but he'd be the first to admit, put him in the wrong spot. Had to be a send-off. Had to be a ban. That Raiders forward pack on paper is a little shaky now, but again, I just not a team you can take lightly. We've seen what Jack Whiten's done to just about every team in the comp in the past, and he'll aim up for this one too. So, yeah, like I said, I think it'll be close. So, but I'm tipping this weekend, Knights to win. I think the Roosters will upset the Sharks. I think the Storm will upset the Broncos. I think the Panthers will take care of the Warriors pretty easily.
Mate, I like the sound of that, but hopefully we'll be celebrating this time next week with a win, and look forward to it, mate. And we appreciate you coming on once again, champion. We love all your input. Go the Knights, eh?
Yeah, go the Mighty Knights. Have fun this weekend.
Sounds good. And keep your eye out for that. You won't miss it, trust me.
Okay, look forward to it.
Anyway, guys, we'll take a short break and be back shortly.
Who doesn't love a nice cold beer? And the best cold beer is not some other mob down the road. The best cold beer in Newcastle is found at Thirsty Messiah. The Thirsty Messiah Brewery is found at 140 Lambton Road in Broadmeadow. Get on down there for some great beer at a great price. Support the local. Thirsty Messiah Brewery in Broadmeadow.
All right, guys, welcome back. And always good to have a chat with Elliot.
It is.
Yeah,
A champion guy and brings a lot to the show.
certainly does. Been a very good asset to us this year.
Yeah, 100%. I just stumbled across him by accident. I, tried to help him out with something on Facebook and then realised he was into all this. So, invited him on and, Anyway, guys, we might start off with our 3 2s and 1s for this week, night of the round. Are we taking it through to the finals, all the way to the finals?
Why not? As long as the Knights last, yeah.
Yeah, all right, because, there's some, it's going to be a pretty close race, I reckon. I still think there's probably 2. Ponga and probably Frizzell. But there's a few closing the door, I think. So, the winner gets a Zinc voucher. Anyway, we'll start off with you, Don.
My 3 go to Dom Young, obviously, because those tries were just awesome.
They were.
My 2 go to Tyson Gamble, because I was told to say it.
Oh, stop it!
I wasn't really.
It's not a stitch up me night.
Pity his try was a no try. But he did get that penalty goal, and you seemed quite happy about it.
I just thought he controlled the team pretty well, stood up, put his hand up and took control. There you go.
And my 1 goes to Lockie Miller, because I just felt like he had a really good game. And I like him.
Yeah, he did. And thrown in, like Lockie Miller's had, he's had a bit of a rough trot, I feel, since coming to the club. And
A little bit unlucky to be sin binned, actually.
no, that was what caught my eye. Anyway, Corey.
All right, I'm going to start going 1, 2, 3. So my 1 point goes to Dylan Lucas. Thought he had another really good game and getting better. 2 went to Dom Young, and my 3 points go, drum roll please, to your hero, Tyson Gamble.
Well, Gary.
You.
Berkey.
Oh boy.
My 3 goes to Dom Young for the tries. Now, wouldn't it be good, Smitter?
Mhm.
Wouldn't it be good? I don't know if you've seen it. They done it in slow motion, his first try, and then they froze it with his arm on the try line, up in the air, hair spread.
Yeah.
That'd make a good picture on the wall.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
Action shot.
Yeah, I might start selling them. Number 2 goes to none other than Tyson Gamble,
Ha.
and 1 for Ponga.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Considering he didn't play.
Did he?
You just told
Who
us you didn't watch the
stitched him up?
game.
I did.
Who has
I
stitched
only
him
seen a
up?
bit of it.
Well, Ponga's that good. He is that good. He gets a point.
Well,
That's awesome.
cut that bit out, Alex.
No. No, I don't think I will.
That's just made the blooper reel.
It did. The other one I was looking at earlier, if I can find the sheet, right down the bottom here.
Marjorie.
He sort of gets it all the time. I wanted someone a bit different. Leo.
Didn't
didn't
play.
Adam Clune. Adam Clune was good.
Okay. Lockie Fitz.
Didn't
Didn't
play.
play.
He's going.
Adam Elliott.
That'll do. That'll do.
Did anyone
did.
play in this game?
He did.
Okay, we'll start
Adam
that
Elliott
again.
did.
Start that again.
Adam Elliott played.
Adam.
So
Phoenix?
Adam Elliott played. Do you want to give a point to him?
Yeah,
Okay,
Adam Elliott.
let's go.
I only watched all I seen
That
was
deserves-
actually Dom Young's tries.
That is the little dragon moment of the week, Gary.
Gary's good value.
Oh, too good.
So,
See what happens when you have too many little dragons?
Dom Young or Tyson Gamble?
Tyson Gamble.
Hang on, well, what about me?
Hang on.
Oh, we already know where your
Oh,
three.
zip it.
Do you count?
Apparently not. My 3 went to Tyson. Say no more. Really stepped up.
Frizzell.
Didn't play. Settle down, Gary.
You said
2
that-
went to Dom Young.
You just said say no more. And you're still saying something.
And 1 went to Miller.
Cool. So, who'd your 3 go to, Corey?
Mine went to Tyson Gamble 3.
So he's got
Yep.
got it this time.
Yeah.
Man of the week. Night of the week. Tyson Gamble. And my special mention didn't go to Kalen Ponga.
Why not?
Adam Clune.
Yeah, Adam Clune played well. And I seriously, I really feel sorry for a few of those players that are moving on that really, didn't get the opportunity they probably could have, and it's shown that, they can do it. Anyway, what caught my eye this week was 2. Corey mentioned 1.
Mm-hmm.
So my second one was Gamble's try. That was disallowed where he's shushing the crowd. That was, excuse me, I wonder what that was about. What was he getting, a spray or?
No, the shushing. Didn't no, I don't know. I must have dreamt it.
Did he get shushed back when it was disallowed?
No. No. Not from the vantage point we were sitting. No.
A question. In the normal games through the year, would that have been passed? Would have been a try?
No.
No,
No, they still would have went to the video.
It was about a metre, wasn't it?
Oh, I wouldn't even say that. It was
Well,
half a foot.
yeah.
It was close.
It was noticeable.
offside.
It was very
It
noticeable.
was offside, but it was only. Yeah, it was just a slide of the. Just unfortunate that he took off that little second too quick. But I mean, right call. It was the right call, but yeah, it wasn't much in it.
Maybe he shushed the crowd because he probably gets people probably stir him up, and he was just saying, "All right, now you can be quiet."
I love it, but that's great. That's good. It's
Yeah.
I'll give you one thing. You might be listening to the show because you've said it in the last few weeks he needs to run the ball more.
100%. 100% he does. He's got it in his game. He's a bigger bloke and he's got the strength. Do it.
Yeah.
Cleary does it. And Cleary's a pocket little dynamo. So I feel that, You got to do it. That's especially going in the finals. Chance your arm at the throw anything at him. Anyway, so that was
Corey.
mine.
Sorry.
Your turn?
For the got my eye. Sorry. Well, of course, like Dom Young's 2 acrobatic tries. Like I thought the second one was better than the first, but I've gone back to look at the replays, and his first one was phenomenal.
Yeah, they were both pretty.
Awesome.
You know, and from a Dragons sort of perspective, and from me, like just watching that, like I just went, wow! Like that was just the way he just went up in the air, and you know, there's so many replays showed what how he got the ball down, and he was everywhere. Like it was just, it was
pretty good.
It was a great effort.
100%.
My turn. All right, so I've got a couple. Josh Adokar, after the game on the weekend, he was interviewed, and there's rumours going around that he was talking about leaving. But he come back and said, "It's all cuckabum, bro. I'm signed here for the Dogs. I'm proud to be a Bulldog." I am not sure what cuckabum means.
I was going to say, do you know what cuckabum means? Is that up your alley? Would you know? Elaborate?
No,
so
it's
weird.
not in my lingo.
Gary.
You look it up for next week.
That's a homework. Cuckabum.
That's your homework.
Like cuckabum.
Okay.
Okay, and then on Instagram, there's a page called Hello Sport Podcast. There's a post, and Jai Arrow, I can't see the other person's comments because I think they've disappeared, but his name's Regan Jack. Jai Arrow's comments are, "You know heaps, mate. Would have to meet you in person, champ. I'll send you my address if you want." And then he goes on and says, "And guess what, kid? Don't let fear get in the way. So, as I said, champ, grow a set and man up. Why am I bothering with a bloke whose hairline, Fatty's voice, gone? This is the last message you get, champ." And, so he's obviously going off at
A
someone.
lot of keyboard warriors out there. You know, but I really despise keyboard warriors like that, I've had a fair share in my life too that, want to have a crack at you, but as soon as you say, well, they back down because they're just keyboard warriors. Like, if you got something to say to their face, and this bullshit, probably because the South's lost, he's probably copping a hiding. I'd grow up.
Well, it's funny you should say that about the keyboard warriors because Nathan Cleary's come out and said he cops it really bad online, so bad. People bag his looks and whatever. Like he has one bad game, they bag the crap out of him like a lot of players. And he said he'll be walking around the shops and there's not one person that comes up to him and says anything bad. It's all positive because they're face to face.
100%. 100%. And I tell you what, there needs to be more of a crackdown on cyber bullying, or if you want to say that, call it that, or and if you get caught, start throwing them in jail for a bit of time. Like, mental health is a massive thing these days, and you don't know what this next person's going through. That's why I go back to it takes 2 seconds to check on a mate, and it goes back to this bullshit of cyber bullying. What's it prove? It doesn't prove you're a man. It proves you're a coward.
And I don't know how putting someone down can make that person feel better about themselves.
That's right. Like here on, we give a lot of stick to you, but it's all banter and fun, and would never cross that line. But yeah, how you can put people down is how you can sleep at night by trying to belittle somebody else. And especially for their looks or something that's out of their control. Yeah. We got a dog.
100%.
Cats.
What caught my eye was Sebastian Chris's dangerous tackle on Jesse Ramian. It looked so bad, almost McKinnon-like, Alex McKinnon. If he pleads guilty, he'll receive a 5-match ban. If he fights it and is found guilty, he'll receive a 6-match ban.
He got the 5.
Yeah.
Took the 5.
He didn't fight it.
Yeah. And like Elliot said there, he owned up, so that was me. It was wrong. And it was just...
I think he even apologised on the field too.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
My second one that caught me eye, I've worked out that the NRLW St George girls could and probably would beat the men's team at this stage of the game. Sorry, Pugsley.
No, actually.
I watched the game. They played brilliant.
They did, and there's a fullback running around in the girls, Tegan Berry, who could probably Sorry, there's shit all over Tyrell Sloan at the moment.
Yep.
Elsie Albert, hold my beer.
Well, yeah, Elsie's
had
gone
a,
to Para. Elsie's at Para now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she a relation to Justin Olam?
No, I think they're married. Or they're having a kid together.
They look similar, don't they?
That's it for me.
I've already done mine. Don't look at me.
All right. Well, we might take another short break and a few words from our sponsor.
When you think of great food at a great price, the best cold beer in town, awesome live music, even a place that you can host your next event, there is only one place you think of, and that is the Gallipoli Club. Get on down to the Gallipoli Club, the Gal 3 to 5 Beaumont Street, Hamilton, to check out what's going on this week. Enjoy some great food, a cold beer, awesome live entertainment. You can never go wrong at the Gal, thegal.com.au.
All right, guys, welcome back. It's that time of night again. It's time for Talking Schmidt. And joining us on the line, caller number one. Who we got there?
We've got Darren speaking here.
Hey, Darren, how are you, champion?
Doing good. Really enjoying the games and when they've been played lately.
Yeah, that's the go, mate. You got the crazy lady and you got Pugsley on the panel tonight as well.
Yep, that's great to hear from you. I'd like to know one question. With the way the Knights are going at the moment, do you think they're going forward in the backs, or do you think they're going forwards in the backs, or they're making grounds themselves big time?
Mate, I think it's a whole team effort, like it showed on the weekend, but the forwards got a little bit tired and the backs took over and started taking it forward, and then I think it was on the fourth tackle, Daniel Saifidi had a run. So I think the backs are really trying to look after their forwards too, taking a bit of the workload off them. I think you can't really say one person's doing more than the other. I think it's a wholehearted team effort, and they're really bound together to take it forward.
I agree with that. I just find they're going from the wingers right through to the locks, right to the hookers. I thought they were all playing so brilliant football, and the way they're running on every angle has just been outrageous to watch. But it's pretty bad that there's been a few head injuries. But I'd find that there's an injury in their team, and they just keep on going more forward.
They're definitely gelling.
Mate, I think it's just got that 97 vibe to it, and I think, they're all there playing for each other, and, I've said it all along, and I'll say it again. When they pull that jersey on, they're not just playing for the paycheck, they're playing for the passion of the club, and they're playing for the town.
That's what I think. That's exactly what I think too.
And,
Exactly.
Once you pull that jersey on, being a Knight, it's a total different thing to a lot of clubs. There's just something about playing in front of, especially on the weekend, 30,000 screaming Nova Castrians that make you want to lift, I suppose. Hopefully we can keep it going for a few more weeks at least.
It was outrageous. I reckon they're going to keep on going more forward, actually.
Mate, can only hope, champion.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
No worries, mate. Enjoy the rest of the show, and you're in the draw for a caller of the week. We'll get in the draw for a tattoo voucher, so you never know your luck, champion.
Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.
No worries. Thanks, champion.
It seems that everywhere you look these days, you're going to find somebody covered in tattoos. Tattoos are common, not like they used to be. So what do you do if you are wanting some ink that stands out from the rest of the pack? Head on down to Sayers Ink, check out some of their award-winning work. They are a great friend and sponsor of the show. Jump on their website and look at some of the work from John, from Scott, Army, Dean, Jess, Mandy. Their work is stellar, obviously long-lasting, and you'll be happy with the result. Sayers Ink, we can't promise it won't hurt, but we can promise great results. Jump on to sayers-ink.com.au.
All right, guys, it's time for caller number 2. Who we got there?
Jason here, mate.
Hey, champion, how are you?
How you doing, boy?
Mate, I thought we might have heard from you being a Raiders team this week.
Yeah, but if you ask anyone, the Knights are going to go all the way. So what chance have we got?
I think he just said, how you doing, boys?
Oh, yeah.
Do I sound like one?
We got Kylie on the panel too, mate.
No, I said boy, not boys.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, she's trying to stitch me up all night, mate. So yeah,
Oh, stop it.
You got a 50-50 chance. There you go.
You never know. It's 2023.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, look at Corey. Anyway. Mate, Knights are looking good, but, we can't keep you take the Raiders lightly. Definitely can't take them lightly because they'll be coming up that freeway, mate. Nothing to lose. No one expected them to get this far, so they're going to fair give it to us.
Yeah, well, they got, when you look, Papa Lee's out, your mate Garfield suspended for 4 weeks, and Sebastian Chris is out for 5 weeks. So, we're down, and even Jared Croker's named on the extended bench, so you can't even crack the bench yet.
To be honest, I'm disappointed that Garfield's not playing. I actually don't.
Yeah.
I like Garfield,
But you want full strength sides.
Yeah, 100%.
It was a pretty soft suspension, that, and apparently they only took 10 minutes to give him the 4 weeks, so I thought it was soft.
Yeah, I think so too. But I actually am. I know I'll call him Garfield and give him a bit of stick, but it's all friendly stick. I actually rate the bloke, and it's a shame he's not playing this week, to be honest.
He's all right for a Queenslander.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, when he played there and we, give him stick on the sideline and called him Garfield, the big ginger cat, he turned and laughed and smiled and had a joke with us. So, you know what? Yeah. Hats off to the bloke.
That's what you want, more characters.
100%, mate. That's what it is. Like, I can understand some of the more harsher fans out there that might use racial slurs or, something like that. But when we give it to them, it's all friendly banter and.
As long as you keep it below the line, you're doing all right.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, mate. Bit of fun, and he loved it.
Were you lucky?
So, sorry.
Were you lucky enough to get some tickets for the weekend?
No, I didn't. I'm actually, might have some other plans. I don't want to get onto here, but I won't be able to make the game, but I'll be watching.
Yeah.
And see what happens. I mean, we're on a hiding to nothing, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. End of the day, no one expected you to get this far either, so it's a success, I feel.
Oh, look, our for and against is negative 140 or something like that. It's atrocious. We either win by 4 or lose by 40. So, there's no grey. It's black or white.
But mate, I hope they do well, but just not that well this weekend.
yeah, of course. But as I said, we got nothing to lose. It's sitting in 8th. We're not meant to do well, but. A long time ago, the Warriors are in 8th and beat Melbourne in 1st when the old McIntyre system was in, so you never know.
Mate, anything's possible. Like, the final system's a whole new ballgame. And
it's a new competition now. Everything, the slate's clean.
The only thing I think that's going to go against you guys will be running out in front of 30,000 screaming wild Novocastrians.
Of course.
I'm sure there'll be some green supporters there.
Oh, a couple.
Wouldn't be many.
No, only because of the way the ticket system went.
Yeah.
I tell you what, the Knights, they have really deserved the home final, and I'm really happy for them. I mean, I live in Newcastle, obviously, but I'm sitting up at Bar Beach looking over the water, so that's Newcastle for you. But
nice.
They really deserve the home final. If the Raiders don't get up, I hope Newcastle. They've got to win 13 in a row to take it out, but you never know. And then the town will go wild again. So,
hey, you reckon it'll be pretty wild at our place if we beat the Panthers?
No.
Mate, I'll have to come up.
I reckon I'll be probably murdered.
I'm leaving town. I'm leaving town if Panthers lose against the Knights.
Well, technically we are. We're going to the Gold Coast that day. So
I'm moving to Penrith.
But no, mate, it's it's good to see, but hopefully the Knights will go well and keep going this year. But if not, I feel it's a very successful year anyway for us. Considering it was only a few weeks ago, they were calling for the coach's head, and that we're not going to this and not going to do that. But as we found,
I can only hope it's a good game. I just hope it's I hope that both teams turn it on.
You know what? The Viking clap. Will they bring their little horn and do the Viking clap?
I think with the semis, they tend to do a bit for either side, like I don't know, the Viking clap and whatever else. But I don't know, there wouldn't be many there to do it. But I watched the game. I think they played the Bulldogs some time ago, and a bloody Bulldog supporter was doing it with the Raiders fans. So who knows?
I was going to say, we got a bloke on here that's good at blowing horns, but
That reminds me,
All got the clap.
not that. That reminds me, the best thing about a Raiders loss though is Ricky Stewart's press conferences.
Yeah, they're pretty short.
He's so cranky.
yeah,
Pretty short. He's not a very happy guy. Like if he wins, he's happy, but when they lose, he's been fined that much. He doesn't know what to say. That's why the losing press conferences go for like 60 seconds or something. He's got no money left.
I'll give him credit. Was it last week he actually gave the Knights some good praise and said it's going to be hard to get up there and beat them.
Wait until the after press conference if the
Yeah, well,
Knights
true.
win.
You know what? I'm going to throw it out to you, Pugsley. When the Knights are about to run out, let's get the Viking clap going for the Knights.
Righto.
That's just
You
weird.
will not.
Oh, we've got to do something.
That's just weird.
Why is it?
Why don't we start the wave from all different
Nobody
spots?
wants to copy you.
You did the Viking clap to the Fox studio bloke.
The cameraman was testing his cameras and we all joined in.
Bring Rocky back, I say.
Yeah.
I think just when you're there, just do the Viking clap. Just get into it, have a bit of fun, and
There you go.
and you know.
Hang on. Penrith supporters did the Viking clap and they got bagged out for it.
Yeah, well...
Well, that's Penrith. That's why.
Oh,
Good stir
Just
'em.
for that, we're going to get the three-peat.
Good stir 'em. Good stir 'em up as well.
yeah, that's right. So I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to make a post this week where we all do the Viking. Get it out there. Let's do the Viking clap and...
Penrith wouldn't be the first club. I mean, Cronulla did it some years ago. Mick Ennis was giving it heaps, so, you know.
Yeah, true.
But it makes good banter. And to be honest, if I was an opposing team running out at Canberra and that Viking clap was going, it's a pretty daunting thing to run out to, I reckon. So,
And it's be pretty cold too.
yeah. Mate, thanks for calling in and may the best team win and hopefully we hear from you soon with a night's victory.
Yeah, see what happens. If the Raiders win, I might come back on next week. But if not, have a good year, and I'll catch you next year.
Good luck.
Mate, if the Raiders win, you might keep getting the engaged signal.
I'll come up and sit on the panel. There we go.
Anytime, mate. Anytime.
Take it easy, Dean.
Enjoy the rest of the show, champion.
You too, mate. Cheers.
Thanks, champion.
See ya.
Good night, Jose.
Bye.
I gotta be honest, one of my favourite things in this life is to sit down with some amazing meat and just stuff my face full of it. And the best meat that you will come across, honestly, is found at Steak and Chops Butchery at Tanilba Bay. Jump on their Facebook page and check out some of the prices and some of the specials. The quality is outstanding, the prices are excellent. You really can't go wrong. Steak, chops, sausages, mince, lamb loins. What more could you want? Get on down to Steak and Chops. That's 69 Beatty Boulevard in Tanilba Bay. Tell them the Sasquatch sent you.
All right, guys, time for caller number 3. Who we got there?
Hey, it's Will. I've been a Raiders fan since 1994.
Nice. Yeah, Raiders against the Knights this week, hey?
Yeah, it's honestly, I was hoping for the Sharks, but it's going to be a tough one for us.
That was the last time they won the comp in 94 when you were born, Will. Is that right?
Oh, I was born in '89, so that's I've been a fan since 94. Is the first game I remember seeing.
I've had a few Canberra visits that I don't wish to remember when you come up here, and Brett Mullins run havoc on the Knights. It used to be called the old Marathon Stadium back then. Yeah, but mate, I'd sort of say a depleted Canberra side, but nevertheless, still going to fair give it to us this weekend, I feel.
Yeah, hopefully we play as we hopefully show a bit of more defence like we did against the Sharks up until that that bad tackle, I guess. And hopefully we have a chance. But as I said, it's going to be a tough one because the Knights are just in such good form at the moment.
Well, hopefully from our point of view we continue it. But mate, enough talk from me. What's your question for us, Jamie?
Oh, look, the big question, I guess, is when it comes, you guys, as I said, you guys are in super form, and it's going to be a real tough one for us. But I was wondering who you guys would be most worried about on the Raiders side. I mean, we don't have great attack at the moment, but our defense has been, when we win games, our defense has been good. But who are you worried about in attack?
It'd have to be, for me, I'm a pretty wary of Rapner. He can pull a rabbit out of his hat. But even Fogarty,
Whiten?
I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Matt Timoko, the centre.
There's a few, mate, I wouldn't take lightly. Yeah, they said Whiten didn't play that good last week.
He saved it for this
Yeah.
week.
So he's due this week to have a bigger game. But I haven't seen the lineup. Is Whiten been named in at 5'8" or centre?
He's playing at the left centre this week.
Yeah.
So,
Not that worried. If they put him in at 5'8", I'd be a lot more concerned. I think he's wasted at centre, and when he goes to the Rabbits, if they put him in centre, it's another waste. It's just showing he's not a centre. He's a 5'8". He needs the ball in his hand.
I think that's what they were.
Yeah,
South were looking at.
he's been at 5'8" for a bit too long. He's been so playing at left centre is a bit of a waste. I do agree with that.
I mean, if they don't want him at 5'8", even like a Kurt Manroll at a ball playing 13 would be more beneficial than out in the centres. I just think he's not suited for that. And if you're going to have someone of his calibre in the centres, waste.
You know who stands out for me for the Raiders? Hudson Young.
Greater Warrior.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hudson Young comes from just 10 minutes from where we live, up at Greta. Hudson Young is another one to... Okay, I'll put it out there to you. This is going to be one of my early bold predictions, okay? Hudson Young likes a little bit of niggle.
Mm-hmm.
Gamble.
Yeah.
Gamble and Hudson Young are going to...
If on the right side.
Yeah, I reckon they'll have a little bit of words, so to speak.
yeah, that would be interesting. Definitely. Tom Starling's also up from that way, I believe, as well.
Yeah, Tommy Starling.
Joe Tarpany.
What's his name with the fuzzy hair?
Wolford.
Pasami Solo.
Fuzzy.
Oh,
So there's a few ex-Knights, so they'll be looking to put on a good show when they come back here, that's for sure. Yeah, Wolford was another one that played here last year or the year before. You'll be picking up another one of ours called Simi Sasagi too.
Yeah, I've heard about him. He looks pretty decent. He looks like a strong one.
Yeah, no, he'll be a good pickup for you next year. But, mate, hopefully you play well on the weekend, but just not too good.
I hope we have our best game of the year, to be honest.
Mate, I hope it is a good game because, to be honest, I'll take my Knights hat off here, but you guys deserve a good showing. Your fans deserve a good send-off for the year, and hopefully that the Knights come through victorious, but you have a good dig for your fans. I have heard a few fans this week from the Raiders say, well, we just want the season over because we're going to get pumped. Well, mate, I don't know if you are going to get pumped. Don't come up with that attitude. You don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you've got nothing to lose. So
Yeah,
that's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, I hope so too. But honestly, like you guys, after the past few years you've had, I hope you guys come. If you guys come through this week, I hope you guys can go all the way. To be honest.
Stop it.
I like that. Music to my ears, brother.
No.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, mate, I appreciate you calling in, and you're in the draw for Caller of the Week. The best caller will go in the draw for a tattoo voucher, so stay tuned, and you never know your luck. But enjoy the rest of the show, champion, and we'll talk to you soon.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
Thanks, champion.
Take care.
Have a good one.
No, mate.
All right, guys, it's time for caller number 4. Who we got there?
Hello and happy finals time, team. How are you?
Oh, hello, Simon.
I have a surprise for you tonight.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah?
Would you like to know what it is?
Not real sure.
I'm not real sure, but yeah.
Close your eyes and hold your hand out.
Yeah,
Hi, folks. I am back in town.
Oh, it's Terrence.
Oh, I've been away. Oh, no, I've been away. I've been off in the wilderness, just, spreading my seeds.
I bet.
So I'm back, and I must admit, like, you're probably wondering where I was, and I was off doing Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. I got the role of the bus.
The bus.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
you should see his exhaust pipe now, though. Yeah, but I had a nasty rear end, and they said they didn't no longer require me. That I'm back to finals, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, Simon's rang in a few times. I think he was a little bit lonely.
I have been, and as I said, he's been off doing weird things and wearing sequins and all, but, it all makes sense, and that group of sailors I found with that was all innocent, he assured me.
Did you get that ointment? Did you get any ointment for that nasty rear end?
Yeah, it was a complete balls up, actually. It was, it wasn't supposed to happen, but, things happen, and you know what they say, what goes on tour stays on tour.
Well, how's your souffle? Did you get any souffle when you were back?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. As soon as I walked into a whole room full, it rose to the occasion majestically, actually. I must admit the carrot cake was a bit of a failure, but... well, I need to work on some things, I know. You'd have to be bitchy now. Yeah, well, they do say, if, to make money, do what you love and the money will follow. But with my beautiful friend's cooking here, no wonder he hasn't got a cent to scratch himself with, if you know what I mean. Maybe if he stopped taking all the donuts. Anyway, we'll talk about this later.
Yeah, that sounds something for another time. But what's your question for us there, guys?
Yeah, I was just wondering, I wasn't too sure, but did Adam Elliott escape suspension?
Yeah, I believe he got a fine.
Did you like, I've come back all arty-farty since I've been on the road. Did you like the way I said suspension?
Yeah, you remind me of that, what's that mother and daughter?
Mother and son?
No.
Oh, God, not Kath and Kim.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, we're like Phil and Henry.
Suspension.
Or a couple of cows.
Yeah, I believe he just got a monetary fine. I think it was $3,000.
Yeah, quite fine. Well, we need to have a chat to that young fellow and get him to hit a bit harder, I think. He deserves at least 6 weeks. No, he's one of my favourite players this year, but I must say, young Tyson Gamble, oh my Lord. What a superstar. I think he's only on about $80 a week and a meat pie and a bloody can of Coke.
Yeah, well, that's about right. I tell you what, and he'll be severely upgraded soon, I should imagine, because there'll be some clubs banging on the door. Even might be a Penrith one, maybe looking for a new 5'8".
Yeah, well, Simon's been banging on my door since I've arrived home.
Speaking of Adam Elliott, though, did you see his and Millie's houses for sale?
Oh, dear.
Interesting. They might be moving to the Central Coast where it's, halfway.
Well, that does make sense. I mean, she's down there with the Chooks, isn't she? And he's up here with the Mighty Knights. So, yeah, I suppose it's only natural to, divide and conquer.
Unless maybe I wouldn't put it past the Cox to, get another player and pay him under the table.
Yeah,
well, you've been paying for Cox for years.
Yes, and you can get out from under my table now. Thank you.
But no, it's good. Tyson's playing some really good football, and I think he's one of our keys to going any further in the next couple of weeks. He's really got to stand up like he has in the last couple.
Humble, doesn't he? And there's a lot of parallels. I've been doing some study between the good old days when the Knights took out the final in 97, which everyone seems to be clinging on to very, very closely. But Leo Deneville come in and did a job, and then Andrew just wandered back in. And do you see the parallel between young Adam Clune and now you have, of course, yes, Mr. Hastings coming back and stealing all the limelight. But look, a big cheerio to Adam Clune. Good job, son.
Yes, playing some really good football. And Jackson Hastings has been named, but he's not 100% confirmed. I think they're going to give him up to game day. But if he's not, I'm sure the middle-aged doctor will come through and do a miraculous job. He's been playing some really good football.
You have trouble getting your tongue around that then, Dean?
I did.
Yes, I still remember playing for St. Benedict's under 13 Cs. Well, we used to just have the magic water sponge.
Well, yeah, that's right. It was the magic water.
Which I didn't like in my groin area. I prefer the deep heat.
Oh.
Yes. Unfortunately for Terence, he was always on scrum practice for some reason, just by himself.
Oh, I'll tell you what, we've missed you, pair. It's good to have you back, that's for sure.
Well, thank you. I've got Simon's back. Yeah, I've got the reins, so to speak.
So he's a bit happier now you're back, Terence?
Well, I'm delighted, but then of course he does sometimes like to rub me the wrong way.
Yeah, anyway, while we're there, we got a birthday coming up in 2 weeks, isn't it? Mr. Vassallo?
Yes.
Yeah, so... Well,
Mr. Vaselina, Mr. V. Vaselina.
yes, he's a big fan of you and Simon. So, yeah, maybe you could sing him a happy birthday.
Perhaps we could do something in the flesh.
Yeah, you could probably do that as well.
Chris.
Does he like meat? Is he a fan of a spit roast?
He loves sausage.
Yeah, he's a big Italian sausage fan.
Yeah, it's more of a South African ballwurst, if you ask me.
But, yeah, anyway, we'll hopefully have him on in the next week or two and you might be able to sing him happy birthday.
I'm sure we can do something special for him.
Yeah, he's a big fan. Anyway, guys, it's good to hear from you, and hope you are enjoying the show throughout this year. And yeah,
Just one question. Where's the Big Johnson?
He has left the building. Traveling.
Oh, of course. Yes. Yeah, yes, backpacking again.
I told you that was him in Bangkok.
So proud.
Stop.
Anyway, ta-ta team. Silver Fox, hello.
No, that's not Silver Fox. It's Pugsley.
Oh, Pugsley. Yeah, well, don't you? Hello, Pugsley.
You two guys have a very lovely evening. I'm sure you'll be getting up to a lot of shenanigans.
Yes. Oh, I've been away a while. I noticed that you've got Bubbles from the Trailer Park Boys on the show now.
What?
Oh, no, that's Minion. Come on.
Sorry. Sorry.
Lucky you can't hear us.
Bubbles.
Trailer Park Boys.
I've got to go. I'm a bit loose of bowel. I'll talk to you later. Cheerio.
Ta-ta, team. Lovely to speak to you.
You too.
See you, Simon.
All right, guys,
Bye-bye.
we might take another short break from our sponsors and be back shortly.
Are you looking for something a little bit different, perhaps? Something a little bit out of the ordinary? Head down to the Liquidators Raymond Terrace. Liquidators is a discount variety store. They specialise in all sorts of different home decor items, candles, even hardware. There's costumes and wigs for that fancy dress party. There's art, all sorts of things that are a little bit different. Liquidators Raymond Terrace. That's 34 William Street in Raymond Terrace.
All right, guys, and it's time for a little bit of humour tonight with the crazy lady here. Hit us with it.
Whack.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
A married man went into a confessional and said to his priest, "I almost had an affair with another woman." The priest said, "What do you mean, almost?" The man said, "Well, we got undressed and rubbed together, but then I stopped." The priest said, "Rubbing together is the same as putting it in. You're not to see that woman again. For your penance, say 5 Hail Marys and put $50 in the collection plate." The man left the confessional, said his prayers, and then walked over to the collection plate. He paused for a moment, then started to leave. The priest, who was watching, quickly ran over to him, saying, "I saw that. You didn't put any money in the collection plate." The man replied, "Yes, but I rubbed the $50 on the plate, and according to you, that's the same as putting it in."
Good one.
I like that. That's good.
Wasn't too bad. Dave and Pete were a couple of drinking buddies who worked as aircraft engineers in Darwin, Australia. One day the airport was fogged in and they were stuck in the hangar with nothing to do. Dave said, "Man, I wish we had something to drink." Pete says, "Me too. You know, I've heard you can drink jet fuel and get a buzz. You want to try it?" So they pour themselves a couple of glasses of high-octane booze and get completely smashed. The next morning, Dave wakes up and is surprised at how good he feels. In fact, he feels great. No hangover, no bad side effects, nothing. Then the phone rings. It's Pete. Pete says, "Hey, how do you feel this morning?" Dave says, "I feel great. How about you?" Pete says, "I feel great too. You don't have a hangover?" Dave says, "No, that jet fuel is great stuff. No hangover, nothing. We ought to do this more often." "Yeah, well, there's just one thing." "What's that?" "Have you farted yet?" "No." "Well, don't, because I'm in New Zealand."
I like it. And the last one for the night?
Sure, it's a bit shorter, but Karen went into her 12-year-old son's bedroom yesterday and saw he had a 42-inch plasma TV. So when he got home from school, she questioned him. Where did you get the TV? Did you steal it? No, I didn't steal it. I bought it. Where did you get the money? You dealing drugs? Of course not. I saved up my hiking money. What the hell is hiking money? Well, whenever you're out, Uncle Bob comes round, gives me a 20 and says, take a hike.
Oh, I like it.
Liar.
That was fun. Funny.
If Jono was here, he would have laughed.
I liked it. Is
Liar.
that it, or you got some more?
Nah, that'll do.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
All right. Thanks again.
no worries.
And when do the Panthers play?
Saturday, 4:05.
Go the Panthers.
Hopefully, yeah.
And go the Knights.
Yeah, just not when you play us.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, thanks for coming on again tonight, and we'll catch you next week.
Maybe.
All right, guys, that's Crazy Lady for this week, and we'll take another short break and be back shortly.
Palmy or Palmer, it doesn't matter where you're from. It's Palmy, by the way. The best schnitzels in town are just around the corner at Harry's, where they cook chicken the way nature intended, flattened, crumbed and golden. Nothing beats a good schnitzel. There are burgers, there's chips, there's all sorts of wonderful food there to be had. Grab yourself a Harry's loyalty card, get on down and enjoy some of the best chicken you'll ever have. It's really good schnit. Get on to Harry's at the Junction, Jesmond, Marketttown, Thornton, Erina and Toronto. It is Sasquatch approved. It is Nighttime Podcast approved. Harry's Schnitzel's the best in town.
All right, guys, welcome back, and time for we'll go around the grounds from last week. So, yeah, guys, you want to do these, mate?
I'll read them out for you. Broncos 22 against the Storm 8.
Broncos were leading most of the game, weren't they?
Yeah, it was a good game.
As I said, look, touched this before. I think I don't remember it was with Elliot or whatever, but a lot of players out, but it didn't feel like a third-grade game. No.
When you seen who was playing, you thought, snooze fest. It was actually really exciting to watch. Yeah, Broncos will bounce back this week. All their players back, and so the Storm will have theirs back. But yeah, Broncos will be a totally different team this week.
Yeah, definitely. Rematch.
Seagulls 54, Tigers 12.
Yeah, it was a bit of a walkover. Nothing you can say about this game. It was just, yeah, the season couldn't come to an end quick enough for the Tigers, and Luke Brooks can go and enjoy his Weber barbecue.
And he'll be off to the Seagulls next year.
Interesting to see how he goes.
Rabbits 12, Roosters 26.
Yeah. As much as
Wasn't much in it.
yeah.
Katie Walker, Latrell Mitchell, the whole. There's nothing. There's something not right there.
Cody Walker was getting fired up again too at the end when they were losing.
But that's how you get. Yeah,
All the time. All the time.
So I said,
Get in his face.
yeah, and just play mind games with him. You've won.
The Dolphins 34 over our Warriors 10.
Excuses for the Warriors.
Yeah, they didn't say
They
to
did
go
rest
like
some.
Yeah.
Didn't say to go like this. So like the Dolphins were up like 22-0, was it?
They did rest a lot of players.
It makes
So
it
the-
hard to get a good reading of the scores.
So, so Minion, for the last time for the year, the Finns were up, buddy.
Yeah, obviously they were this week.
Yeah. I just wanted to see you do it. That's all. 'Cause, for the last time for the year. Yeah.
They're giving you a serve.
I know.
Welcome back to the panel.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Anyway,
Lost my job.
moving on, guys.
Panthers 44 and the Cowgirls 12. A bit of annihilation.
I still don't think Penrith were full throttle.
No.
I still think they got a little bit more to offer, and they did have a few out. Obviously, Jerome Luai, Sorensen, Tongo. So there's a few to come back in as well. So this is the scary. That's the scary part about it, to be honest. Like, I know I talk it up where I want to have a bit of fun with Kylie and we met, versus the Panthers, but I don't care how good a football we're playing. You're going to have to be on your ball to beat Penrith.
Yep. And the bounce of the ball and everything should go your way.
100%. Well, they're not unbeatable by all means, but and I'm not just saying it because it's the wife, but you got to give credit where credit's due. And they're a very well-oiled machine.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, but they are beatable. It showed on round 3 or 4, was it, that we nearly beat them by a point. Can be done. Eels done it, but this time of year it's going to be hard.
Yep. Corey's Dragons 12, Knights 32. Ren riot.
And really, that was a depleted Knights team.
They were never in it from the kickoff. The Dragons.
12-0 up.
Yeah, there was up 12-0 up early. Ben Hunt had a nice piece of play there to make it 12-6, but I just felt that they were never in the game.
I thought they were out for a little bit, and then a couple of quick tries from us, so to speak.
Well, that sin bin I thought might have helped, but when Jack the Bedsheets drops the ball, that killed the momentum, and the Knights scored 2 quick tries, and see you later. So,
I think that sin bin was a little bit of harsh call, I thought.
I even feel Guff come out and said it was soft, and he never gives the Knights a rap.
Anyway, the season of hell, I'm glad it's over now, so we can look forward to going to Bali.
We'll beat you there.
Yeah.
The Titans 34, Bulldogs 30. High scoring game.
It wasn't a bad game, I thought, considering. I thought it was going to be pretty ordinary, but it wasn't too bad.
Kieran Foran got his first ever hat-trick.
I'd say the same thing.
But the Bulldogs will come better next year. There's issues in this club. There shouldn't be the issues they have when you have a new coach and you this and you that. I think, I was right with me South's prediction a few weeks before when it come out. I think the problem is a bit of full Gould pulling the strings more than he should.
Do you think, who was the previous coach to Serraldo? Because I'm pretty sure they had the same sort of issue.
Trent Barrett.
Yeah.
So I think it's more sort of a St George kind of thing where it's a bit of a board, maybe, or someone behind. Serraldo is a bit of a puppet. And there's a case, obviously, too, of some people in there obviously think they're better than what they are as well.
I did hear today that the Bulldogs were chasing Jason Taylor as an assistant coach for next year.
Why the hell would you? No offence, but...
Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Anyway.
And the last
That's a no
of
from
all,
me.
Sharks 24 and the Raiders 6.
Yeah.
Close game until they got that send-off, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought the Raiders were sort of a little bit unlucky here. A couple of decisions could have went a different way, and things change. But
Do you think they scored first as well, first on the board?
But while we're on it, let's get into this week's game, shall we? Starting.
Want me to go through them?
Sure.
Brisbane versus Storm. A rematch.
Broncos for me. Broncos by 12.
Yeah, Broncos for me as well, 13 plus.
Yeah, with this stat with the Storm against the Broncos and having lost one for a while at Suncorp, I think the Broncos will finally get one over the line this time and go straight into the prelim.
I'm going Bronx. Panthers versus Warriors.
It's a no-brainer for me.
No-brainer too.
Panthers.
Panthers.
Sharks and the Roosters.
I'm going to take the Sharks.
Yep.
Not confident, but I reckon maybe by 2 or 4.
And because there's a home semi, I'm going the Sharks.
Said this a couple of times already this tonight. I said I'm going for the Roosters.
Roosters for me as well. And the last but not least, we don't have to worry about it. Knights and the Raiders.
I must have your sheet, Gary.
possibly.
Down the bottom, it's got a senior's card.
I was thinking the same thing.
Health insurance. Got a
Health
senior's
insurance.
card.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Oh,
Sorry,
love it.
guys. We really
Knights
do.
versus Raiders.
We really do love him. He's
Knights.
It means well.
I'll get him next year, actually.
Knights. Knights.
Yeah, Knights for me.
Bubbles?
Every week I tip them. I can't pick against them. Knights for me.
Shano, who are you going for?
Heart with Raiders, mine with Knights.
That's it.
Yep. It's pretty fair.
I tell you what, more on this subject too. We pick a game of the week.
Yep.
And we do the scores. Every game of this final series there in the men's. So all 4 games, you pick the score. They'll have a little thing up on our page, obviously, but you can win on every single one this week. So, yeah.
Get them in.
Get them in for your chance to get on the Chocolate World to win.
Got to be in before the game.
To win. Yeah, got to be in before the game. You cannot change it. Once the game starts, that is your score locked in.
And you also got to follow the page.
100%. And you can win, guys.
You can win this fridge. We've got a stock full of Little Dragon, of course.
Thanks to Little Dragon.
Yeah, thanks,
You have any
thanks,
idea,
Dragons.
Team. We've got Knights, of course.
But it doesn't come stocked with a Little Dragon.
No Little Dragons or any other beverage.
Oh, I couldn't let that go.
No.
It's hard enough.
But
to
hey,
get.
it's a fridge to get hold of. So get your scores in.
Any team, any NRL team fridge, same as that, thanks to Bar Fridges Australia. So, yeah, we'll do the 4 men's teams this week, I think. Then, yeah, maybe next week you might include a few women, the NRLW. But, yeah, this week go to the 4 men's team. And moving on to, we might do the team list. You got the team list, guys? For Knights.
Hang on a sec. Just click through. Here we go.
Want to do the Raiders?
I can do the Raiders. Okay, so the fullback is Jordan Rapana. The wingers are James Schiller and Nick Kotrick. The centre pairing of Jack Wyden and Matthew Timoko. The 5'8" is Matt Frawley and the halfback is Jamal Fogarty. Locking the scrum is Hohepa Peru and the second rowers are Elliot Whitehead and Hudson Young. In the front row is Joseph Tarpany, Atta Morota and Zach Wolford. And on the bench is Tommy Starling, Emre Gula, Pasami Solo and Trey Mooney.
And for the mighty Newcastle Knights, Caelan Ponga returns at fullback, Dominic Young, Dane Gagai and Bradman Best. Greg Marju on the other wing, Tyson Gamble and Jackson Hastings are our halves. Jacob Seifert played rather well last week, I thought, as well.
He's a captain, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Returning is Leo the Tank Thompson, Phoenix Groslin, Tyson Frizzell, Lockie Fitz, Adam Elliott, and good to see Kurt Mann, Daniel Seifert, Jack Heverington, and Matt Cracker on the bench. I did think probably these reserves here, every single one on the reserves bench can feel themselves very unlucky. Adam Clune, Lockie Miller, Dylan Lucas, and Nali Tawala, and Brody Jones.
Well, they've all played a part in the way that they've all played this year. It takes us through the year, and they've done their job admirably.
So I feel they're very unlucky. But yeah, some key matchups all around the park.
Well, I think especially the ones up front with Leo versus Joe Tarpany is a pretty good one.
Oh, that's a bell ringer.
Yeah, that's a good one. Like Joe is a very good, led the way he plays his footy, and Leo's, the way he goes about his business now.
Yeah, he just doesn't take a backward
He's
step.
carving off, isn't he? Every week as well.
While we're on team list too, you've got the Panthers and the Warriors. We'll go through the team, see if there's any changes. Dylan Edwards, Sania Tavara, if that's how you say it correctly. Taruva, so Isaac Tago, Stephen Crichton, Brian Tootle, Jack Cogger, Nathan Cleary, Moses Leota, Mitch Kenny, James Fisher-Harris, Scotty Sorensen, Liam Martin, and Isaiah Yo. That's a pretty powerful team. Interchange Ben interchange bench of Tyrone Peachy, Lindsay Smith, Spencer Lenu, and Zach Hoskins.
When you got Zach Hoskins on the bench, you know you've got a quality side out there and 1 to 13, aren't you?
Okay, I'm going to throw it out to you there. Zach Hoskins has been in a movie before. What movie?
Don't know. Please enlighten me.
Karate Kid. Johnny Lawrence?
Johnny Lawrence.
Yeah.
Now,
Well
every
done.
time you watch Penrith play and you see him playing, you are not going to get that Eddie
No,
out.
every time I watched...
Put him in a body bag, Johnny.
Put him in a body bag.
Yeah, so Warriors?
Yeah, so the fullback is Charles Nicol-Klotstad, and the wingers are Dylan Martini-Zalesniak and Marcelo Montoya. In the centres is Rocco Berry and Adam Pompey. 5'8" is Tamari Martin, and I'm pretty sure he might be making his comeback, actually, because I think there was a bloke that's gone out injured as well. So Sean Johnson is the halfback. In the forwards, we've got Tahu Harris, Murata Nikore, Jackson Ford, Mitch Barnett, Wade Egan, and Aidan Fanua-Blake. And on the bench is Dylan Walker, Jazz Tavaga, Bailey Sirenen, and Josh Curran.
Last time Mitch Barnett played the Panthers was probably when he got
Sent off,
suspended,
yeah,
wasn't it?
Bathurst, yeah.
Anyway, good side there. There's some strike on there as well. And I'll tell you what, I am really impressed with Aidan Fanua-Blake. Since going to the Warriors, he has really cleaned up his game. And I'm telling you, I know we talk about Fish, Moses, Leo and that, but he's got to be up there in the top 5 props of the game. So, the Sharks are... shall we do the Sharks in that lineup too while we're here? Anyway, I'll do the Sharks. Connor Tracy, Sione Katoa, Jesse Rayman. You want to say that bloke's name?
Hang on a minute.
Talakai.
Sasifa Talakai.
That's the one. Ronaldo
Tano.
That's him. Braden Trindle. Nicholas Hines. I'm not used to hearing him call that.
No.
Toby Rudolph. Blake Brayley. Braden Hamelin Uli. Is that how you say it? Same thing. Britton Nikora, Wade Graham, Cameron McGuinness, and on the bench, Jock Williams, Royce Hunt. Did he play for the Dragons?
Royce Hunt, no.
No. Thomas.
McGuinness did.
Oh, yeah, righto. And Oregon Kafusi. You want to do the...
Yeah, I'll go through the rooters. James Tedesco, Fatalaga Poga, Billy Smith, Joe Manu, Joseph Akuso Suwali, Luke Keary, Sammy Walker, Victor Radley, Nat Butcher, Sayui Wong, Lindsay Collins, Brandon Smith, and Fletcher Baker. And again on the interchange benches, Sandon Smith, Egan Butcher, Terrell May, and Angus Crichton.
You did that pretty well.
What's that?
That almost name.
Yeah, I tried all right.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
I seem to be missing the Broncos lineup.
Let's have a look.
You want mine?
You got it, guys? You want to do it?
No.
No? Oh, here we go. Thanks, Gary.
Not a problem.
Got it. Here we go.
Yeah, Reece Walsh, Jeffy Arthurs, Cantoni Staggs, Herbie Farmworth, Selwyn Cobbo, Ezra Mann, Adam Reynolds, Thomas Flegler, Billy Walters, Payne Haas, Kirk Capewell, Jordan Ricky, huge fan of Jordan Ricky's, Patrick Carrigan, Tyson Smoothie. I played with his brother.
Did you?
Yeah, Banana.
Boom, boom, boom.
Kobe Heverington, Canine Palisai, or however you say it, and that's all I have. So, Storm.
Nick Meaney, Will Warbrick, Marion Seve, Young Tonamapia, Xavier Coates, Cam Munster, Jerome Hughes, Tui Kamakamika, Harry Grant, Christian Welsh, Trent Liero, Elisa Katoa, Josh King, interchange, Bronson Garlick, Tom Eisenhuth, Nelson Asofa Solomona, and Ryan Pappenhausen.
Fair enough. It's it's going to be a good game as well. But while we're on the subject of teams, let's do the round the grounds last week for the women's NRLW.
Yep.
First game, the Raiders 12 went down to the Knights 20. I believe the Knights were like 12-0 down.
10-0 something.
10-0
like that.
down.
Half time.
And they come back and ran away. But did you see the hit from Caitlin Johnson?
No, I didn't watch any of this game.
It was pretty big hit. Like, I think she was the Raiders winger was running it up, and Johnson just like bang.
Yeah, she did.
It reminded me of like your typical front rower hit. It was good. So going well. I think we play. Do we play the Roosters this weekend? If we win, does that wrap up the minor premiership for them?
We're pretty close to it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. What it is, and then we play the Roosters the week after.
Tigers.
Tigers, is it?
Yeah, it's the last round of the Tigers.
There you go.
There you go. But yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, it'd be good if we wrap up the minor premiership, and I still think the number one player in the game is Tamika Upton. Just her football brain is just phenomenal. But Jessie Southwell's playing some good footy. And some of the lesser names, so to speak, players too. Pettyborn, and she scored a try that week too. So
Right off the post too.
good to see those kind of people stepping up for them. Anyway, moving on, the Broncos 32 over the Sharks 28.
Yeah, the Broncos actually were leading 32-10 or something. It was a bit of a late few late tries from Cronulla. And one of them was from my very good, I wouldn't say friend now, but Emma Tonagato. She ran about 70 metres.
Friend?
Yeah. I got the photo with her. Yeah, I'm a friend. See?
Oh, what the hell? I thought it was Zach Lomax.
Well, he was as well, but...
Talk about having an AVO against him.
It's amazing what you can do with Photoshop these days too.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a photo of Humphrey B-Bear. Does that mean he's your friend?
He is, mate. Yeah. And Fat
That's his
Cat.
puppy.
I got one with Fat Cat too. He's got no friends.
Anyway.
We won't go there.
So Ali Brigginshaw, probably the key to...
yeah, it's the Bronx. Yeah. Always has been, hasn't she?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Moving on, the Cowboys 16 went down to the Dragons 48.
At least one of your team's coming, Corey.
Well, you know what?
He's fair.
I'd rather watch the girls, to be honest.
That'll be a first.
Okay, after this break, I am leaving.
Anyway, it's I lost myself now. And Titans 16 over the Tigers 4. Very low scoring game.
But the Tigers have been disappointing the last 6 weeks. They've won their first 2 or 3
Men's
games.
and women's.
Yeah, well, yeah. But the women, they've won their first 2 or 3, hit the block, hit the ground running, and haven't won the game since.
We'll give them a bit of leeway because this is their first year, isn't it? In the comp, so. But yeah, something's got to change there. Probably the other front runners, I feel maybe, if things go right, I feel probably the one that's going to give us the biggest hurdle in the competition would be the Roosters here, 46 over the Parramatta Eels 12 goes.
Well, the way you got to beat the Roosters is
up the middle.
Well, not just that, but you got one of the 2 best centre pairings, Isabel Kelly and Jessica Surgis.
Yeah, but our centre, Shanice Parker, she's no.
Oh, she's good, but this is the way you beat the Roosters. Is, them 2 are your quality. They're your best 2 in that lineup. They're your marquee players.
See, yeah, I think our key is once again just how she can find gaps. Is Tamika Upton.
Yes.
With no Tamika Upton, there's no Knights, I don't.
No. Oh, she'll probably go close to being the Women's Player of the Year.
If she doesn't, there's issues. To be honest, I think there's issues in the ranks. But yeah, there'll be some good games there this weekend. We will jump into that. We'll do the teams, and then you jump in the team list. Sharks and Dragons. 6 plays 7th. I'm going to take the Dragons this one.
Yeah, probably go. I'm going to say the Saints again. Yeah, I'll give them a win.
Yeah, Dragons for me. After last week.
This one's a no-brainer. Tigers and Broncos. You can't go past the Broncos.
Broncos.
Nah, this is
going to be a hard one.
This is the hard one. Knights v Roosters.
Knights for me.
I'll take the Knights.
Yeah, Knights just.
I'm going to go Roosters, but only by a point or 2. I want to go Knights, but
the girls will get another sellout crowd, won't they? We'll be pretty close
much.
to it. Yeah.
This is my issue. There's one game on Sunday, the Knights, men's. Okay, I get it was already people have paid their membership and for the women's. Why not go, okay, we've stuffed up. Let's put the Knights men's on the same day, whether it be Saturday or Sunday, and we have both the women's games leading up to it. If you already have your membership for the NRLW, you get discounted tickets and have a sellout ground. Excuse me, have the girls play in front of 30,000.
Yeah.
Do we want the title? So, that's the way I would have done it. When I'm running there now, right next year, I'll change things.
You got a lot of work in the off season.
Yeah, well, I'll have a lot of
Be
monkeys
working
in the
on
zoo
next
help
year.
me.
We're monkeys.
You'll be working for me, Bubbles, won't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Bubbles. It's not Minion anymore. It's Bubbles.
Absolutely. I'll be the first man now.
A Minion bubble.
Minion Bubble. Got a brother named Rice.
Rice bubble.
And blow me. Blow me, Bubbles. Cowboys and Raiders. Cowboys.
Cowboys for me.
No, I'm going to take the Raiders.
Cowboys for me. It's up at Cowboys land.
Faders for me.
You right there?
Yeah, mate. I'm just having a look at your sheet.
Do you often rub your hand like that when you're looking at my sheet?
Well,
I'm going to go Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders to me. Titans and Eels. Titans.
Yeah, Titans.
Titans.
Been
Sorry,
disappointing.
guys.
Disappointing for Parramatta, for the girls. They made last year's grand final, and
Come on, Daniel.
yeah,
I'm going Para.
yeah, good on you.
Going for the
Good
Eels,
on you,
mate.
guys. Stay loyal, mate.
I've circled everything on the right-hand side of the sheet.
Yeah.
Have you got the women's team?
I definitely have right here in front of my eyes. Would you like to? I'll start off.
You can get them.
I'll get the Roosters. You can do the Knights. All right. So we've got fullback Corbin Baxter. The wingers are Bridie Parker and Mia Wood. Jamie Frezard and Isabel Kelly. So Jessica Surges is obviously not playing.
That's a shame.
That is a shame. Taryn Aiken, Giselle Kelleher in the halves, and in the forwards we've got Keely Joseph, Olivia Koenig, Atessa Puli, Mia Hill Moana, Keely Davis, and Millie Boyler returning into against their old club. And we've got Lily Rogan, Grace Hamilton, Penny Hopperwaiti, and Amelia Pasikala. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. I'll give you that there, and you
I've
can.
lost mine. And did a little bit of I ain't Bubbles stole mine, but number one for the Knights and key to the Knights' success, I feel, is Tamika Upton, Sheridan Gallagher, Shanice Parker, Abigail Roach, Jasmine Strange, Georgia Roach, Jessie Southwell, Taylor Pettyborn, Olivia Higgins, Caitlin Johnson, Leishan Albert Jones, Yasmin Crysdale, and Hannah Southwell. Interchange bench is Nita Maynard, Kayla Romanek, and Tana Davison, Benita Tino, or sorry if I mispronounced that, but I tell you what, the matchup I'm keen to see
Is Tamika Upton, maybe?
No, will be Pettyborn v Boyle.
Oh, yes.
There was some comments made, and I'm pretty sure it was by Pettyborn, that the side is so much better now. There's no egos in the side. So was that directed at Millie?
Couldn't be anybody else.
So
Who else left the Knights girls? We had
There was a couple.
Romy
There was a
Teitzel.
couple, but yeah.
it could have been anyone, but
Well, I couldn't.
interesting.
I couldn't imagine being Romy Teitzel or Emma
Yeah,
Manzelman.
you never know.
Yeah.
Anyway, it should be interesting. You know what? I'm going to throw it out there when we come back from the break. I'm going to have bold predictions this week. I want two bold predictions. One from the men's, one from the women's. So we'll take a short break and have a few words from our sponsor.
Purnell's Awards and Apparel is your one-stop shop for everything you might need for your business or your sporting club. Have a listen to this. There are corporate awards, cups, trophies, display cases, drinkware, giftware, medals, perpetuals, plaques and shields, and even apparel. There's so much there. It's great stuff. It's great quality at a great price. Head down to Purnell's in 2 locations, purnells.com.au or email winner@purnells.com.au.
All right, guys, and welcome back. It's time for bold predictions. Bold predictions. First off, we're going to do two. One for the NRLW, one for the men's. You can have any team at, yeah, or you can do two of the men's and one. Two of the men's, one of the women. Let's do it. Let's mix it up tonight. All right, Bubbles?
All right. Starting with me.
Yeah.
All right, my first one is the Knights versus Roosters game, the girls. I think Tamika Upton's going to get in the face of Melly Boyle.
Well, I reckon.
Bit hard when she's in the front, at the back.
Well, it is bold prediction for a reason.
Just how fast she is. And I think.
And your men's one?
My men's one, it's going to be the Knights 13 plus. Leo Thompson, anytime try scorer, and Tyson Gamble, and Bradman Best getting 3 tries.
So if any of those score, will you do a Gosling?
Yes, I'll do a Gosling.
At the game?
At the game.
Film it?
Yep.
All right. Corey?
I'm going to go Tegan Barry to score a hat-trick for the Dragons girls against Cronulla, and for the men, the Knights to win by 28. That'll do me. They're going to put
any scorers?
Yeah, Marju for a double. I'm probably going to go Bradman for a try, and I'm actually going to go Kurt Mann when he gets on to score from dummy half.
Oh, yeah, that's a given, isn't it? Real late,
Yeah.
of late.
Yeah.
Gaz?
You just told me Kurt Mann from dummy half.
He's been, when he comes on, he's been really setting it on fire from dummy half, hasn't he?
Well, I'll go Crosland. Is Crosland playing?
Yeah, he
Yes.
will.
Yes, he is.
Yep.
Yeah, you got this one.
Crosland to score. Only one. The other one is in the Broncos, because Tony Staggs for 2 tries.
Ooh.
He'll
Women's?
rip it into him, I reckon. And Tamika Upton to score for
Nice.
the girls.
Well, mine, I am going to go. The Knights are going to win by an odd margin of a field goal. Well, it might be 29-6 or something like that, but there's going to be a field goal in it, and it's going to be from Gamble.
From where? About 30,
30 out, second half, heading towards the drinking hill.
And then he'll be going like this.
Possibly. And the women's is Pettyborn to have it over the top of Millie Ball, a running contest with them. And then my second ball prediction, I'm going to go Tago for the Panthers to score a double.
Okay.
Anyway, Gaz, we got the skateboard to give away. We're going to give it away with sharing and liking the thing, but we're going to go another step forward too, to go into the draw. You're already in the draw if you've liked and shared, but if you send in a photo of yourself at the game, any time this week, it can be Knights, it can be any game, it can be the NRLW. I don't care what it is, but you win the bar skateboard. We're going to draw it next week. Thanks to Roo Skateboards, we're going to draw someone with the best photo that we believe. I tell you what, we might even, if there's 2 that we can't split, we might have a runners-up prize. So get creative and send it in, and all you got to do is take a photo. You might be just sitting there and watching the game. Send it in. It's simple as that.
See if you can track the boys down. Get a photo of them as well.
Yeah, we'll be there. There'll be a few of us in our shirts, and there might be a special something to look out at. In the Andrew John stand. You won't miss it.
Surely.
But also, I say they did it last week at, was it Penrith? The Wave? It was somewhere. It was. Looks like he stacked it again. It was at Penrith. Penrith got the Wave going. At Penrith. So I've been saying it a few weeks.
Yeah.
Let's get the Wave going this weekend.
Oh.
Or the Viking clap. No, let's get the Viking clap out as well. When they run out, when the Knights run out, let's get the Viking clap going for the Knights.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Right, from all our advantage
100%
points,
on.
all our
100% on
advantage
like Donkey Kong.
from all our advantage points, wherever we're sitting,
Yeah.
we'll just get up and just do the Viking clap.
I reckon if we get enough people in, the others will follow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's the Viking clap.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Shane. No, I just make good fun and atmosphere. So, anyway, like to thank our sponsors. Big shout out to Little Dragon once again for filling our beer sponsor. Absolutely amazing. I'm actually got an invite from them to go up to their brewery in a couple of weeks. So, yeah, might take the camera while I'm up there and do a little bit of filming.
Nice.
For something for the off-season, maybe.
Beauty. Yeah.
Looking forward to that, that's for sure. But have you ever seen Simpsons where Barney's or was it Barney or Homer, he's at Moe's Tavern under the tap? Oh, that'll be Smither.
With the little dragon. Yeah.
The little dragon. Oh, I love
The big dragon under getting the little dragon drink.
Oh, that's right. But thanks again, Gaz, champion mate, for coming in.
No problem.
Big Shane. Adam, we haven't seen this week, but shout out to you, Adam. Pugsley. Bubbles.
Thanks, Smither.
And, a
Crazy lady.
big shout out to the crazy lady. She doesn't believe that what she does is such a great help, but couldn't do it without her. We love you, though. Anything I missed?
No, well, normally normal resident's not here tonight. He's
Resident Vasalo's not here. He's off on band camp duties.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I've missed anything. If I have, I apologise. But yeah, some good stuff coming up, that's for sure.
Oh, actually, the winner of tonight's
yes.
the other voucher. We got two. Will
Yeah,
Seymour.
we're going to go too.
Yeah, Will Seymour and Darren Thomas are in the draw now for the tattoo voucher at the end of the season.
And don't forget, like I said, with the pick the scores, there's only like 20 or 22 at most on that going to be on that board, so you got a 1 in 20 chance of winning. So get onto it. We will give it away. We usually do an end of year show. Last year we did it at the Gal for a fundraiser for an unfortunate circumstance. This year it's going to be at First in Messiah later in the year, but it will be after the season's finished, after everything's wrapped up, and I'm back from my travel guides adventure.
Yeah.
So, so stay tuned for that. But
Sounds good.
If you can't get to the Knights game this week, obviously don't forget happy hour at the Gal, or head into First in Messiah with their 90-inch TV. And don't forget Little Dragon on tap there. So, so yeah, guys. Just before we go, big shout out to Chris and the crew at the sign shop in Maitland. Mate, absolute champion guy. Does a lot of work for us. Some U-Butte stickers on the back of some of our cars coming soon. Like the taxis, the whole windows. And yeah, does some phenomenal work. He's got something special coming for me on Friday as well. That will be at the game on Sunday. Mate, shout out to you, champion. So if you want anything, car wraps, vinyl wraps like that, signs, he's the place to go, sign shop in Maitland. So anyway, until next week.
On the Nighttime Podcast.
It's all about league.
I'm not all there.
Don't bend over, I'm seeing that bloody crack again. Don't bend over, I'm seeing that crack again.
I'm Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys, Part 2. Hey Chris, I'll wrestle you for your job. I'm Bubbles, bitch. The Father's Day one.
The skateboard, does that?
Yep. I'm going to go, okay.
Yeah.